Where am I?
Coming up next on BG24 News, live at 5:30.
A BGSU student was involved in a domestic violence incident.
And students rock for muscular dystrophy.
Plus, a look at your Black Swamp weather forecast and BG24 sports. It all starts right now.
Wood County's live local news starts right now. This is BG24 News, live at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Scott Kriska.
And I'm Kristen McKissick. The Bowling Green State Police Department reported an incident of sexual assault in Bromfield Hall early this morning. A suspect has been charged, arrested with rape, and is currently in the Wood County Jail. The suspect is said to be known to the victim. BGSU detectives continue the investigation of the assault.
Tune in tomorrow when we discuss safety tips and talk with Chief of Police James Weingand on how to stay safe this semester.
The BGSU Board of Trustees approved a 3.5% undergraduate tuition increase. The new percentage rate will be effective for next semester and will be the first time the Board of Trustees has raised tuition in over 2.5 years. The full-time undergraduate student will have to pay a total of $159 more per semester. In regards to tuition increases for the fall 2010 semester, there have been no decisions made yet.
An informative presentation on campus violence awareness will take place at Olskamp Hall tomorrow. The presentation will be given by Craig Vicchio, clinical psychologist at the Counseling Center, and Mark Haskins, clinical director of the Behavioral Connections Department at the Student Health Center. The event will take place at 107 Olskamp Hall from 9:45 to 10:45 a.m. Since seats are limited, those who wish to attend should RSVP no later than tomorrow morning at 8.
The Pub Unplugged series continues tonight as another musician performs at the Black Swamp Pub. Clayton Moore will be performing at the pub inside the Bowen Thompson Student Union. The event starts at 8 tonight, so come out and join Clayton Moore here at BGSU.
Members of Alpha Phi Omega are rocking out for a good cause. The co-ed fraternity is raising money and awareness for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. They will be rocking in rocking chairs at the Education Building for 32 hours. They began at 10 a.m. Monday and will continue until 6 p.m. tonight.
The Muscular Dystrophy Association raises money for research. They raise money to send the people to camp for a week where they'll go and be able to do activities that they normally wouldn't be able to do. And it also raises money for families to help fund their medical expenses.
This has been an Alpha Phi Omega tradition for years. Drop by and hand off some of your spare change for the cause.
And last night was the 9th annual Northwest Ohio Silent Witness Project unveiling. Members of the community gathered at Dayspring Assembly of God Church to see the life-size wooden silhouettes of women that lost their lives to domestic violence. The ceremony was sponsored by BGSU's Women's Center, and reporter Randy Fuller was there for the story.
Silent witnesses were given a voice last night. Loved ones and area residents listened as the stories of 54 women that died at the hands of a significant other were told. Their silhouettes were unveiled and a single candle was lit for each woman by someone who was close to them. Kathy Newlove remembers her daughter Alicia Castillion, who was killed 2 years ago in her Bowling Green home while her 4 children were there.
Alicia had finally, after a long period of time, gotten away from Craig and was more than happy to stay away from him when he did come to murder her.
While the ceremony was about remembering lives that were taken, for Johanna Orozco, it was about cherishing the life she almost lost. Orozco retold the story of the abuse she experienced from her boyfriend Juan until the day he shot her in the face with a sawed-off shotgun. Stories like this, and like her daughter's, got Newlove involved immediately in helping women that are suffering from domestic violence. She says that her strength to help others comes from above.
Alicia makes me that way. And I know that she's up there prompting me and urging me to continue on and be her voice and help other women of abuse.
If you or anyone else is experiencing domestic abuse in any way, you are encouraged to seek help. There are a number of local groups available for your needs. Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Randy Fuller.
Nexus Percussion Group will be holding a master class tonight in Kobacker Hall at the Moore Musical Arts Center. The class is part of a 3-day residency and begins at 7 and runs until 9 in the afternoon. The class is open and free to the public. The group will also be performing on Thursday, the 8th, during the festival concert series at Kobacker Hall from 7 to 9 at night. For more information and ticket prices, call the box office.
Students looking to become jewelry savvy are in luck. An earring extravaganza class is being offered to students. The class teaches students how to make several different types of earrings in the latest styles for a $19 fee. All earrings made by individuals are available to be taken home. This class is from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. Sunday, October 18th. To register, contact Continuing and Extended Education at cee.bgsu.edu.
And still to come on BG24 News,
BGSU's website gets a makeover.
and family members of domestic violence murder victims speak out. Stay tuned for more.
Anyone else?
BGSU's website is showing off its new look to students and faculty across campus. The new and improved website went online last Friday and is gaining positive feedback all over campus. The site is designed to complement the new BGSU Viewbook and enrollment campaign, which also launched last week. The enrollment campaign is airing as commercials in Northwest Ohio, Cleveland, and Columbus. Improved billboards will also be posted throughout these areas.
Start off family weekend right with a few laughs at Anderson Arena. BGSU Athletics and the UAO welcome formerly Improv Olympics to Anderson Arena on Friday, October 23rd at 8 p.m. The group is presenting an improv based on the headlines of today. Dinner and show packages, including floor seats, are available for $55 per person. Show-only tickets range from $13 to $22. For more information, contact Cheryl Henke at cheryl.h@bgsu.edu.
In recognition of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, students are gathering to show support for families of domestic violence murder victims. From noon to 1, a panel discussion with the family members will be held in the Women's Center in 107 Hannah Hall. This event is part of the Brown Bag Lunch event, so bring your lunch and show your support.
Recent research may have you thinking twice before you reach for a Big Mac. Obesity has become a major problem for young Americans, which may lead to problems down the road. Currently, 21% of young Americans have high blood pressure from obesity. Data suggests early onset high blood pressure and diabetes before you're 29 are increased if you're obese. So trade in that burger for some broccoli if you want to get on the right health track.
And still ahead, could a little magic liven up your social life?
And is this cold weather going to stick around? Stay tuned. Your Black Swamp weather forecast is next.
Now, Wood County's live local forecast with BG24 Black Swamp weather.
Hi everyone, I'm Ashley Urban. Your current conditions, about 64 degrees, few showers, it's just drizzling a little bit out there. We've got some wind, 10 to 20 miles per hour, and our barometric pressure is about 29.8. Let's take a look at tonight's forecast. 49 degrees, rain, we're going to have some thunderstorms early in the evening. We've got a lot of wind, 25 to 35 miles per hour, and we are under a wind advisory from 10 p.m. tonight until noon tomorrow, so it's going to be pretty windy tonight. Let's look at tomorrow's forecast. 60 degrees and windy again, 25 to 30 miles. We can even see some wind up to 50 miles per hour at some points throughout the day. And our sun is going to rise at 7:38 a.m. tomorrow. Let's take a look at our maps. Our national highs today, you can see we've got a broad range of temperatures. The 60s in Chicago and Ohio, Minneapolis is a little bit colder. So we're really hitting that fall weather right now. Let's go to our next map. our surface map, you can see all of the high and low pressure. We've got a cold front moving in, which is causing a lot of rain and thunderstorm activity up in Minnesota and Michigan, which is going to come, and we're going to get some of that rain tonight. Moving on, our national radar, this again just shows down south near Tennessee, Kentucky, they've got some severe weather as well. So we've got coming from the north and the south to Ohio. Moving on, this is our severe potential weather. As you can see, pretty much the whole Midwest and east part of the country is under a severe weather potential for today. And let's take a look at our extended forecast. We've got temperatures are going to be going up a little bit. Wednesday, 60 degrees. Thursday, 63. Friday, 59. Saturday and Sunday are both going to be 51 degrees and partly cloudy. So it's going to be a chilly weekend.
It certainly looks like it.
Yeah, it's really, it's fall break. I wish it would be nicer weather.
I
but
saw that
Yeah,
it
me
was
too.
raining on Friday, but at least I'll be leaving. I'm not going too far, but at least I'll be leaving Bowling Green because when
Yeah.
it rains, it pours in Bowling Green.
Yeah, plus it gets really, really windy. Yeah.
Well, no rain at least. It's just
Yeah.
going to be chilly, partly cloudy, but at
Yeah.
least the rain's going to hold off for the
Hopefully
weekend.
people won't really be here for fall break, so they won't enjoy that weather.
Right.
It's the Midwest, though. What do you expect?
Yeah, that's what happens. Thank you. Well, if you are in need of a party trick or two, sign up for the Magic Close-Up Workshop on October 17th from 5:30 until 7:30 p.m. For only $39, you can learn at least 10 magic tricks and be supplied with the basic magic kit. All of the tricks you will learn can be performed to any audience, up close or even on stage. If you're interested, contact Continuing and Extended Education.
The Continuing and Extended Education Department is offering several music workshops on October 17th. Instructors Zoe Zagray will be teaching 3 different classes from 9 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. The instrument workshops are for the mountain dulcimer, the harmonica, and the ukulele. If you are interested, contact the Continuing and Extended Education Office for more information.
Nick Bayless joins us now with a preview of what's next in BG24 Sports.
Coming up on BG24 Sports, the Falcons welcome their first top 10 team to Detroit, and the Browns continue to stink the NFL up. Stay tuned, BG24 is next.
The most. I need them to know that it really does help me that they're there for me.
It's un-Falcon believable coverage that you won't get anywhere else. This is BG24 Sports.
Howdy, folks. The Falcon football team opens up conference play against the Ohio Bobcats. We start late in the first quarter, BG up 3-0 when Ohio quarterback Theo Scott nails Levon Brazil for a 27-yard touchdown pass. Ohio up 7-3. Now we move to the late second quarter. Ohio now leading 20-6. Tyler Sheehan throws his beauty to Ray Houston to move the Falcons closer. 20-13 Bobcats at half. After a thrilling third quarter, we move to the fourth with Ohio up 34-23. After a Bobcat field goal, Tyler Sheehan runs in for a touchdown and cut the lead to 37-30. However, Ohio would respond with this 68-yard touchdown run from QB Theo Scott to make it 44-30. The Falcons would respond, though, with this 7-yard strike to Justice Jones to make it a 1-touchdown lead. BG with the ball, 4th and 1, and receiver Freddie Barnes drops what would have been a first down and possible touchdown to tie the game. With that heartbreak, BG drops to 1-4, while Ohio improves to 3-2. The Falcons look to stop their 4-game losing skid by traveling to Kent State this Saturday. Not all was bad, though, as freshman kicker Jerry Phillips was named MAC East Division Special Team Player of the Week for the second time in his young career. He connected on all 3 of his field goal attempts and made all 4 of his extra points to set a career-high 13 points. The Green Springs, Ohio native also did a dynamite job on kickoffs, including 3 touchbacks and limiting electric Ohio return man Chris Garrett to just 2 returns for 54 yards. Phillips' first honor came after the Missouri game after making both of his field goal attempts that game. Now let's jump to the pros. Following 2 weeks on the road without either a win or a touchdown, the Browns return to the shores of Lake Erie Sunday to take on Bengals in the 72nd Battle of Ohio. The Bengals would strike first late in the opening quarter. Carson Palmer tosses up a lob for Chad Ochocinco, who makes a diving one-handed catch. Afterward, he tries to celebrate with his good pals in the dog pound, but is perhaps wisely restrained by a teammate. A strange play on the ensuing possession. The Browns were in a sweep with Jerome Harrison, who has the ball ripped out by a Bengal defender. Robert Geathers plucks it away, the loose ball, and is off to the races. The big defender huffs and puffs his way 75 yards down the sideline for a Bengals score. The extra point makes it 14-zip. Just before halftime, the Browns finally get to the Holy Grail, or in other words, the end zone. Derek Anderson, starting in place of bench QB Brady Quinn, rolls out and finds Steve Hyde in the back of the end zone for a touchdown, cutting the lead in half, 14-7, as the feeling of euphoria resounds in the Cleveland Browns Stadium. Midway through the third quarter, the Browns are threatening again, but this time are not as fortunate, as Anderson fires into coverage and is picked off by Jonathan Joseph, who tight ropes his way 32 yards down the sideline to quell the Browns' scoring threat. Amazingly, the Browns would come back to actually take a 20-14 lead, but since he would force overtime where they would ultimately prevail on a 31-yard field goal by Shane Graham with 4 seconds left. The Browns still have a goose egg in the win column as they drop to 0-4, while the Bengals improve to 3-1. Now, let's get back to the college level where the Bowling Green hockey team opened up their exhibition season this past Saturday against the Wilfrid Laurier Golden Hawks. In what was to become a high-scoring affair, the Falcons would tack on 7 goals to beat the Hawks 7-3. The 2009-2010 version of the Bowling Green hockey team features 10 freshmen, and 4 of them recorded a point in this contest. Bowling Green would strike early with 2 early scores by sophomore sensation Wade Finnegan. After the first period of the game was still close as the Falcons only led 2-1. In the second, the floodgates opened as BG would tack on 3 scores and go into the final period leading 5-1. The second frame was highlighted by 2 goals in less than a minute near the beginning of the period, thanks to scores by Reed Rushing, which is a good hockey name, and Dave Soloway. Entering the third and final period, the Falcons would tack on 2 more goals, courtesy of Kyle Page and Tommy D. With the rout on, the Golden Hawks would manage to score 2 garbage time goals to make the final a more respectable 7-3. The regular season begins this Friday on the road against the Minnesota State Mavericks. The women's soccer team wrapped up a 4-game road trip last Sunday when they traveled to Oxford for a match with MAC rival Miami of Ohio. The host Redhawks took control early in this one, scoring 3 goals in the first 28 minutes en route to a 4-1 victory. Sarah Loon scored 2 of Miami's 4 goals, including the first, which came just 2:10 into the game. Brooke Livingston and Eva Candia also found net for the Redhawks, who improved to 6-4-1 overall and 2-1-1 in conference play. The lone goal for the Falcons came off the foot of Alicia Allman at the 31-minute mark. With the loss, the Falcons dropped to 4-8-1 overall and 0-3-1 in the MAC. They will attempt to right the ship when they return home this week to kick off a 4-game homestand against Ohio on Saturday. Well, that is all the time I have for today. BG24 News will be back shortly.
Welcome back. Weathercaster Ashley Urban is back now with the last check of the forecast.
Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be getting too much better. Wednesday, 60 degrees. Thursday, 63 degrees with a little bit of rain. Friday, 59 degrees. We're going to see even some more rain, so that might cause some problems for some people traveling home for fall break, but hopefully not. Saturday, 51 degrees, partly cloudy, so at least the rain will be over, but it's still going to be chilly. And then Sunday, it's going to also be around 51 degrees, and it's going to be even more cloudy. So it's not looking like it's going to be too nice of a weekend for fall break, but I guess I'd rather have it be cold than rain. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Or what about that wind advisory? I don't know.
Oh, and also there is a wind advisory tonight from 10 p.m. until noon tomorrow. We can see wind up to 50 miles per hour.
Wow. I'm not going out anywhere tonight.
No, it's gonna be pretty windy. So, but luckily it's at night, so
yeah, that's
most
true.
people won't be
and
driving.
And the rain. Yeah, I need to go get some rain boots now. Like.
Definitely. You can't walk around this campus without them.
Yeah.
Especially,
Nick will.
Well, I don't know.
Never know what you'll see.
And that's BG24 News. Thank you for watching.
For Ashley Urban, Scott Kriska, and Nick Bayless, I'm Kristen McKissick. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night at 5:30. Have a great night, everyone. Our ad was so long.